So we still made a very decent start to the league. Things are going very, very well. But we have a difficult game today against rivals Sheffield Wednesday. To kind of like help out a little bit, I've got a man in who knows quite a lot about Sheffield and about the clubs, and it's a guy who probably doesn't like them particularly very much. Sean Bean. He's a big Sheffield United fan, by the way, so he's not particularly a big fan of Leeds either, but surely he must not like Sheffield Wednesday either.
Bastards.
Yeah, see what I mean? Anything I need to watch out for with Sheffield Wednesday, Sean? I mean, how would you describe them?
Mongrels, bastards.
Oh, that seems a little bit over the top, doesn't it?
Bastard.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan. I quite like Sheffield United, but I'm manager of Leeds now, so no allegiances.
Bastard.
Okay.
Bastard.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I get the picture. All right. Yes. Okay, Sean. I get it. I'm scared.
You fat bastard.
What a legend, although that kind of felt a little bit unnecessary. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the Leeds Save, and yeah, we are still top. It's been mightily impressive. 12 games played, 10 games won, 2 drawn, no defeats. We are now officially the only undefeated team in the Championship. Fulham still very much hot on our heels though, only 3 points beyond, but more importantly, we are 9 points ahead of third placed West Brom, who we've beaten in our run off of camera since the last time that we met. 5 games played, 1 defeat in the Carabao Cup against Norwich, which is fine. We don't really count that, to be fair. We were unlucky to lose as well, to be honest. Well, we were out back. We were a little bit shy, so it shows just what the jump is between the Championship and the Premier League. Drawn 2 against Charlton and Birmingham. Birmingham was a disappointing one. Charlton away we did well because it's an away game. It's always difficult, and the winning run was always going to come to an end. But the Birmingham one took the lead twice, threw it away twice, especially in the last minute. It was a little bit irritating. We need to bounce back from that today against Preston and Sheffield Wednesday. Thing is though, all these fixtures are happening within the space of a week, so this is going to be a good test of our fitness and maybe a bit of our squad depth as well. Thank you so much for all the support we are getting on the series. Again, the second episode nearly did as well as the first. Loads and loads of likes, loads of really nice comments saying about how much we're all enjoying it. So thank you so much. Please, obviously, if you are enjoying this episode, if you enjoyed the intro and you're enjoying the series as a whole, drop a like on the video now. Go on, it won't hurt you. But Sean might. Yeah. I'm just gonna use that so much now. It's gonna become a thing, isn't it? Sean Bean's gonna become a thing on this channel. Right, first up then, we have Preston away. They are doing pretty well in all fairness, up in 8th position at the moment and just outside of the playoffs. With a win here, they could potentially go 4th, although it's highly unlikely. The one bit of news I have to give you is that Liam Cooper is suspended for today after accumulating 5 yellow cards, so it's going to be a debut for young Oliver Casey, who looks like a very decent prospect. Not particularly brilliant in terms of his physicals, but technically and mentally looks quite good at this at such a young age. I have to give him a go because Berardi, who is our only other real centre-back, is currently injured as well. So I told you this is where we're going to have a few little problems, is when actually injuries start to pile up. Helder Costa is also injured with a slight knock, so he's going to be off today, and therefore Patrick Bamford is going to be playing out on the right-hand side. So the full lineup is Kassir in goal, Douglas, Casey, White and Dallas as the back four, Phillips and Forshaw in the middle with Kishner, Pablo Hernandez, Bamford and Augustin leading the line. A lot of the players playing very well and all in like the 7th form at the moment, but we need to keep that kind of form up. We can't just keep relying on our defence because recently it's been not creaking, but we've obviously conceded a few more recently. I've already said to the boys I expect to win today. Hopefully Oliver Casey will get involved. He's listening passionately, which is always what you want to see from a young man. He automatically knows that this is a winning dressing room, and winning dressing rooms expect to win every single time we go out on the pitch. That is no different today, even if we have got a couple of injury scares. Played a little bit part now as Bamford. He's beginning to get a little bit more game time, and I'm looking forward to getting him more kind of involved in the squad as Kishner tests the hands of Rudd straight off the bat. But it's a decent bit of handling from the goalie. He hits it long. We've not judged that well, and Scott Sinclair's got there, and there's Barkhusian, who's a very decent player. White, great tackle, but it's fallen back to Scott Sinclair, and that's okay, 1-0. That's not the best to start, I have to say. Just a long ball up the top, and a really, really bit of poor play here. Whoever missed the first header, Dallas missing the first header there doesn't help, and then that's not particularly great from Ben White either, to be fair. He could have won that in mid-air. Makes a good tackle there, but it's not good enough, and we're 1-0 down within the first 3 minutes. Not brilliant, but away we go. Casey with his first touch of the ball for Leeds. We've been very good at striking back quite quickly once we go behind. It's been very rare that we've gone behind because we haven't conceded that many goals, but when we have, and we have been occasionally behind, we've done really well to get back on it. That's not brilliant from Bamford. That's not what I brought you on for. That's a good tackle by Pablo Hernandez. A great tracking, and Bamford lays it back to Phillips. Come on, boys. I'm expecting a big performance here now. A bit of guile to come back. Kishner, great play from him. And Ricardo Kishner gets his 5th goal of the season. Oh, you can't stop us for too long. We're right back on level terms, literally within the minute of conceding. And Kishner is proving to be a brilliant signing. That's his 5th goal already in English football. He's barely ever played at this level before, and he's already absolutely tearing up trees. That is a wonderful finish on that left peg. Get in. I want us to kind of get that feeling of like invincibility. Like, it doesn't matter how far ahead you are, how well you think you're playing, we will still beat you. That's the mentality I want to get into the squad, and that is also the kind of aura I want around this team. We have got a decent squad. I think at the back is where we are a little bit light, to be honest. Stuart Dallas has played so well at right back. He is our highest average rating, but he kind of got caught out a little bit for the goal, and I'm wondering if he's going to start tailing off as a right back from here on in. I might move him further up. Actually, he can play where Bamford's playing if Bamford doesn't accept that role. Helder Costa's been brilliant, and he's the guy that I kind of lean on a lot on the right hand side. He's our top goal scorer so far this season. But really, maybe Dallas is better suited there as the kind of foil rather than Bamford. I'm not 100% sure. Pat's not really done a lot here to kind of make me think that he's the man to replace, well, not replace, but to step in for Costa. He's not played particularly well, but he does do his work defensively. That's a good head away by Douglas. Now Kishner on the ball. We're so good on the counter. That ball from Kishner is incredible. Augustin, unlucky. Decent save by Rudd. It just goes to show how sort of good we are on the counter-attack. Literally, we're great with the ball. We're great without the ball. I just love this team and everything about it right now. It's not been our best performance, but there's a highlight just before the end here. Douglas whips it in. Fisher heads it clear, and Pearson's there. Now Barkhuizen's got plenty of space to run into here. We've just kind of completely abandoned him. And it's gone out to Scott Sinclair. Already on 1 goal so far today. Casey's not filling me with confidence here. He's kind of moved over and he doesn't need to. Sinclair darts through about all our players. I mean, it's a brilliant bit of play by Scott Sinclair, but the defending is absolutely atrocious there. Not what I'd come to expect. And Bamford's playing a 6.4. I'll happily sell him. I don't have any real affiliation or affection for Patrick Bamford, so not doing much to impress me here. We're playing quite well. I'll just say we can still win this. Keep playing as you are and the result will come. I'm going to get a little bit positive with the defence. They're not doing badly at all, but I do expect a little bit more, and I want more from Augustin up front. A 6.4 is not what I've come to expect from him. I'm going to move Dallas up into that midfield position. I'm going to bring Luke Ayling on, and I'll get Dallas playing. I'll get him playing as a winger on support as well, actually, because I know for a fact that he can play in that. So let's get him up there and see how he does. Yeah, he goes up to 3 stars when he's up in that role, so actually this is his preferred role. Hernandez has come deep here, and that's a good ball with Kishner. Kishner's beaten his man, and he's in. Kishner, is he going to hit it, or is he going to square it? He isn't. He's hit it, and it's a great save again by Declan Rudd. Forshaw's not having his best game, so I think he's next off the list to come off. So Forshaw's coming off, and on comes Jamie Shackleton, a player who has played a fair bit of game time off the bench. He is looking like he may be pushing for a start. If any one of the form of the midfielders goes down, I literally just bring in someone else. We're not mucking about with it. We just bring in somebody else. Davies Hughes, come on boys, the pressing's on here as Augustin. It's good work rate from Augustin here. Look at him, he's still chasing. Even 60 minutes in, still full-blooded chasing it here. That is an awful tackle from Barry Douglas, and he's definitely off. He is definitely off. That is an awful tackle. He's brilliant, Barry Douglas, but he's either injured or sent off. He's just got a bit of a wild streak about him. Idiot. There was no need for that. Right, Augustin's going to cut. We're going to take Pablo Hernandez off, actually. We're going to bring on Leif Davis. He's going to go and sit back here. We're going to go off of the attacking. We're going to go defensive. I'll happily take a draw from this. With only 10 men, I'll take a draw, and there's a corner to them straight away. Sinclair whips it in. Davies heads over the bar. We're just going to have to settle for a draw, I think, here. Safe to say Declan Rudd's kind of kept them in this game a little bit, to be honest. He's made a number of really, really good saves, and it's a bit irritating that we've not managed to make the most of it. But again, a draw's fine. Keeping the unbeaten run and keeping the pressure on everyone else is really the aim of the game. As long as we keep this run going, and like I said, we have that air of invincibility. We're down to 10 men, and we're still pressing for a winner. We're still the better team. 10 minutes to go, and since we shut up shop, we really have shut up shop, and by that I mean that we've literally just about to concede, aren't we? Johnson whips the ball in, it's headed over the bar, that's fine. West Brom were beating Barnsley 4-0. Barnsley kind of like the whipping boys of the save so far, bless them. And there's another highlight here with 5 minutes to go. Can we just nick the ball here and get a chance? It doesn't look like it. Barkusian's bloody quick, actually. Leif Davis is going to have to do really well to get back, and get back he does. Augustin on the ball. Come on, bit of composure. Great ball to Dallas. Stuart Dallas now on the ball. Out to Ayling. This delivery has to be good. Ayling, go on, whip it in. He does. They've headed it clear. Oh, no. Get on. Oh, no, they've left men forward. We're in trouble. Great ball over to Sean. Oh, no, is that Sean Maguire? He's a player I would really like in the squad. Sean Maguire, it's so bad from Casilla. Maguire, it's not brilliant defending there. Who's that? Is that Casey? Bless him. Yeah. He let him onto his right foot. It's not great from the youngster. We've missed Liam Cooper today. Something chronic. We've really missed him. It's been a very even game, and I have to say I'm a little disappointed by how we've crumbled here. All we needed to do was just stay in the game, and you cannot let a player of Sean Maguire's ability, bloody hell, have that much time and space. But Kiko Casilla should save it. There's no getting around it. It's an absolute, dolly drop into his lap, and he's just completely effed it up. He's completely buggered that up. And Maguire's chasing Ayling here, and we're in a bit of trouble again. Ayling with a terrible ball out. We're trying to play out from the back here, and it's not working. Barkusian, I have to say I'm very angry at Barry Douglas. He's the one that's really caused this, and I mean, we're lucky that that's been given for offside. We're lucky, because Kiko Casilla literally at the moment couldn't save his own money. He's just awful. Ayling whipping the ball in, back post Kishner. Oh my god, I thought he'd scored. The winning run and the unbeaten run has come to an end here at where is it? Is that Deepdale? It's Deepdale, isn't it? I'm just going to say unlucky, boys. It would have been nice to win. Where's Barry Douglas? You, sir. I'm going to get aggressive. Very disappointed. You look stressed. Mate, you barely play because you're injured all the time. Don't give me that shit. We were going to win that game until he got himself sent off. Normally it's half, but I'm going to fine him a week because it was a terrible one. He literally cost us the points there, Barry Douglas. I'm absolutely sick. I feel really angry. It's one of those games you can't really account for any of it. Barry Douglas had a moment of madness, and Declan Rudd had a pretty good game, and Kiko Casilla didn't. It's literally the fine margins in the Championship. Where is Barry Douglas? I mean, what's his aggression like? 10. What is he, Sean?
You stupid bastard!
Exactly. I've just had a bit of an argument with Nigel Pearson. Guess who won that? Basically, Andre Gray's gone back because I'm not playing him, and in all fairness, he's not done anything to make me think that he warrants staying here. He's been really poor every time that he's played. I'm a little bit annoyed that we're the Friday game, considering we literally just played on Tuesday. I made a couple of changes then to the side. The main one's that Liam Cooper comes back in, so him and Ben White are reunited. Leif Davis comes in at the left for the suspended Barry Douglas, who won't be playing for another 3 games or so probably. Adam Forshaw's come out. I'm giving Jamie Shackleton a run at the deep line playmaker role there, and Dallas has moved up into the right wing position because Patrick Bamford did not impress me in that game, and Luke Ayling is now at the right back. I've said that we need the pundits to back us up. This is a big game for us now against Sheffield Wednesday. We need to make sure that this little moment, the draw and a defeat, doesn't suddenly become a poor run of form. So we need to get in and amongst it, and I need some motivation for the boys.
Up, you lazy bastards!
Good man, Sean. Good man. Phillips, that's a good ball out to Leif Davis, who's been brilliant so far when I played him. He teased the ball in. Westwood makes a bit of a hash of it. Calvin Phillips. Oh my sweet lord, if that had gone in, that would have been insane. What a hit from Calvin Phillips. Unlucky, mate. Much more like it. Well done, boys. So the first time in the save, I've had to kind of step up a little bit, and I've seen some poor play. I mean, Jamie Shackleton has got himself an injury. Stuart Dallas is playing 6.4. I can understand why that is. It's because he's actually better in that position, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. We've got 4 bookings, which isn't great. Bannon whips the ball in. Davis heads it clear. I thought for a second that the pen was going to be given there. And just no one's getting out to the ball anymore. Dallas with a good tackle there. Don't go mental, mate. Don't do a Barry Douglas on me. Back to Barry Bannon. Can't let him have too much space on the ball. He's got a wonderful left foot. And suddenly, what is going on here? They've got the overlap in. Stephen Fletcher's hit it against his man. That's a foul. It's Forestieri. Get him off. Really not good. The front 4 have done absolutely nothing, and there's a corner just before half time. They've hit the bar. Clear it, Luke. Suddenly, I'm feeling a little bit like it's... I'm going to get aggressive. I'm not happy with the performance. I'm really displeased. Really unhappy. Luke Ayling's coming off because he's been neither here nor there. Helder Costa's going to come on. He's going to go back up into his inverted wing position. Jamie Shackleton's also going to come off. Adam Forshaw's going to come on. Got to get that partnership back in the midfield again, because I feel like basically our midfield haven't done anything to control it today at all. We've been so poor, and it looks like they might score here right from the kickoff, which would be very irritating, as Murphy just dances around his man like he's not even there, and Kiko Casilla shows that he has actually got hands and can hold on to a football. Well done, Kiko. I'm still angry at him for the last game, can you tell? We've had this real internal grit so far this season where we've just stood up when we've really needed it, but I feel like that's been lacking in the last few games. Don't get me wrong, away at Hillsborough it's difficult, but at the same time this is a game with the squad we have. We should be dominating this game, not barely holding on. That's a good ball there from Dallas to Davis. Augustin, you've got to finish that. You have to finish that. It's a sitter. You have to score that. Better from Cooper there to Kishner. Come on, mate. A good ball there, Kishner. Bit of quality, mate. Yeah, good ball up to Davis. Now play it back. Yeah, Hernandez. Come on, mate. You've been really quiet. Really quiet. Davis into Kishner. He hits it. Ricardo Kishner is absolutely magic. He's keeping us in it. 1-0 to the Whites. Get in! Leif Davis again doing really well down the wing. He has a bit of space, Kishner, and he absolutely smashes it in at the near post. Man, better. So much better in the second half. Great play by Davis, who's been my man of the match today so far. He's been absolutely brilliant. Liam Cooper dinks it forward to absolutely no one, but Barry Bannon's got a really weak header, and Calvin Phillips is on the ball. Phillips to Dallas, better ball in, brilliant ball in. What a ball from Stuart Dallas. Let's just take a moment to appreciate just how good that cross was. That is one of the best cross. That's Trent Alexander-esque. Look at this. Phillips does brilliantly. Little delay off here, just away from Bannon, but the first time ball, I mean, look at the swaz on it. And Augustin does brilliant as it comes over his shoulder, hits into the far corner. Get in. Wonderful, wonderful scenes. Well done, boys. It's been really good. This has been much more, the second half has been much more kind of like what I expect from my Leeds side. We've kind of gone against the grain. We rode out a really hard, difficult first half, and in the second half we've come up and kind of shown our quality a lot more. We've been so much better in the second half. It's unreal. We're hopefully keeping a clean sheet. Yeah, they're not doing well in the league, but this is a derby and anything can happen in that. And it showed in the first few minutes of this, well, in the first half, that they were more than a match for us. But we've kind of turned it on a little bit in the second and hopefully done the job. Although that from Dallas is not a great ball and Murphy's in. That is an awful effort. It shouldn't be worth the highlight. It's terrible. I praise the boys. They're all fired up by it. Don't concede. I want a clean sheet again. We've headed it clear. Palmer on the ball. Not Carlton Palmer. That's a great bit of defending there again by Cooper. Been absolutely majestic at the back, but Kiko Casilla. If you get your hands to it, you should save it. It's just a common thing. In all fairness, they've had 11 shots on target. He's played at 7, but it's a powerful header, but you should save that. You should save it. I'm going to say, a good win, boys. Well done. Praise where praise is due. We turned up in the second half. We did it. They scored late doors. Didn't really matter too much. And more importantly, we're back on the winning run, nice and early, straight after a little dip in form. It could have turned into something quite bad, but we've managed to turn it around. We've got quite a nice little run of fixtures coming up here. 2 home games back to back gives me a bit of confidence we'll be able to get through that. Then we've got Luton as well. Reading is a team that are playing very well at the moment. You can tell here that, well, actually they went unbeaten for a long time. It was just us and them for a really, really long time, but they're dropping off slightly now. So I think we'll come back around about near Christmas time, and Cardiff and Fulham are the fixtures that stand out to me. Cardiff, obviously an ex-Premier League team, Fulham an ex-Premier League team, and the team that is running us closest at the moment for the Championship. We have a nice run in, actually. I've had a look here. You've got Stoke, Swansea, Barnsley, Derby and Charlton. Those fixtures there look quite tasty for us towards the end of the season. What I think we need to do is just make sure that we have a very good first few months here. We need to try and get through to Christmas so we can still be top around Christmas. I think we'll probably be in with a shout of getting through and getting promoted. At the moment, the comfort blanket of 9 points to West Brom is still there, but they win their game in hand and suddenly it's only 6 and it's all back to play for again. Anything can happen in the Championship, as we all know, but we'll have next time we'll have to try and stop Mitrovic from scoring. That will be a bit of a task in itself. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you've enjoyed a bit of Sean Bean. I know that I have.
Stand by, you bastard!
So, thanks, Sean. He does say more than that, I'm sure. But thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video if you have enjoyed it. Share and subscribe. And until I see you next week for the next instalment of our Leeds Save, stay cool.